Welcome to Yoga Vinyasa Flow class for complete beginners, during which we'll stretch our bodies, get acquainted with poses and correct alignments, and feel what it is like to move, connecting together with breath and tuning in our bodies. It's suitable to practice at any time of the day, guys. Regarding props, you can take blanket, book or block if you have, for pigeon pose. And before we start, if you see value in what we are doing, if you haven't already, you can press subscribe button down below at the right corner to support us in preparing more such free content in future. Whenever you feel ready, let's grab our mats and begin. Let's have some time to settle down, guys. Let's meet in the comfortable sitting position. When feeling ready, let's close our eyes, lengthening our spines. Let's draw slightly our shoulders back, our head of a crown reaching to the sky. And we are starting to feel our body areas touching the ground. Our palms touching our knees. Listening sounds around us. Feeling air around us and on our skin. Feeling our deep breaths in and out. Let's observe, where do we feel our breath best? Is it belly, chest, nose, or under nose? And with the next inhalation, let's reach with our hands through sides up. And with exhalation, with palms facing towards the mat, let's lower our arms down. Inhale, arms through sides up, fingers reaching to the sky. Exhale, palms and arms going down. Let's continue in our rhythms with our breaths, observing how do we feel here. Maybe we start to notice pauses between inhalations and exhalations in our breaths and also in our body's movement. How our fingers stop reaching to the sky and palms in lowering to the ground mode. Maybe we can imagine when we are reaching with our arms to the sky, we are gathering all that is stuck in our bodies, in our emotions. We are gathering it up, and with exhalation, we are releasing it towards the ground. Beautiful, my friends. Now, guys, let's meet in Balasana or Yogi squat by placing our palms together, pushing our elbows to the inner thighs, in this way lengthening our spines. And what I would like you to do, guys, here, to feel feet firmly rooted to the ground. Both edges, right and the left of the feet, heels and toes. Imagining our feet rooting to the ground. And let's observe, maybe we start to feel here something new. If we cannot reach with our heels on the ground here, it's all fine. Let's observe how it feels in this moment with our bodies. And let's slowly release. Let's cross our legs. Let's lengthen our spines, draw shoulders back, and with inhalation, let's reach with our arms to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right. And here, let's have some motion, guys. With inhalation, lengthening our spines, imagining that our head of the crown is reaching to the sky. Exhale, maybe a little bit more micro movement to the right. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting to the right. Let's do it gently though, observing how it feels in our bodies, not pressing too much. Good. With inhalation, let's come back slowly to center, arms reaching to the sky. Exhale, let's twist to the left. And let's continue our pulsations, guys. Inhale, lengthening our spine. Exhale, twisting to the left. Let's observe how it feels. How it feels in our bodies and in our emotions. Together, maybe feeling our body areas touching the ground. Remembering this feeling one more time. Observing our lengthened spine and our breaths. And with next inhalation, let's slowly come back to center. And now, guys, we'll do a butterfly pose. Let's meet with our feet together and let's choose the comfortable position for our feet, how much we will reach with them forward in order to keep our back as straight as possible. Let's hug our feet, maintaining back straight, and let's breathe. Lengthening our spines, opening our hearts. Together, reaching with our knees towards the mat, guys. Opening our hips as well. And let's settle in this pose. If we feel tightness in any area, let's direct our breath here. I'll soon explain what it is. And now, guys, with next inhalation, let's lengthen our spines, and with exhalation, let's forward fold, reaching with our elbows to our inner calves. In this way, drawing our knees towards the mat again and lengthening our spines. And also we are gaining additional area like this here to forward fold. And let's pulse, guys. As in our twists, with inhalation, lengthening our spines here in the face of forwarding fold, and with exhalation, let's see how much more we can lower down with our backs and hearts. Feeling deep breaths in and out. With next inhalation, let's slowly lift up with our upper bodies to the center, and let's straighten our legs to the sides. Here our knees and toes are looking up. Let's have this in mind. And let's go, guys. Inhale, lengthening our spines. Exhale with straight backs, forward fold. Let's try to forward fold from our hips, maintaining our lower back straight. And let's pulse, guys. Inhale, lengthening the spine. exhale how much we can lower down additionally, even a millimeter. But slowly and gently listening to our bodies. And regarding directing our breath to the tight areas, let's observe where do we feel our tightness and this uncomfortable feeling. And together let's feel our deep breaths in and out. And when feeling our breaths, we are also thinking and paying attention to these tight areas. And in this way, maybe we can try to direct our breaths straight to these tight areas and learn step by step, breath by breath, to maintain and remain in uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortability on the mat and outside the mat. Gorgeous. Let's slowly lift our backs and we'll go to a pigeon pose, guys, by bending our left leg and placing the left side of it on the mat, right leg straightened and going backwards to the mat. Let's keep our hips in one line here. If the hips are not on the ground, maybe it will be more comfortable for you to place this blanket, book or block under this left thigh in order to keep our hips in one line. When settled with inhalation, let's lengthen our spines. And with exhalation, let's slowly lower down to the ground with our elbows and hearts. And let's have deep breaths here. This pose can be restorative, but also it can be very tight to our hips. Left hip in this case. So let's try to direct our breaths here, as we were learning previously in our class. Having deep breaths in and out, and observing our left hip. Also, if we feel good here, or if we start to feeling good here, maybe we are available to move with our right leg a little bit backwards, opening our hip a little bit more. So even it seems that this pose is like constant, but we have these micro pulsations, micro adjustments according to our current situation in this minute. Gorgeous. With inhalation, let's lift to a sitting position and let's change the sides. Rotating to the back of the mat, right leg on the ground, left leg straightened, reaching backwards, hips in one line, and let's lower our backs to the ground. And let's continue observing ourselves and our bodies here. Releasing tightness from our right hip, from our bodies. If our emotions tend to come here, let's be with them with our anchor deep breaths in and out, releasing them and taking care of them breath by breath. And let's slowly lift to a sitting position. Let's take time as much as we need. And when feeling ready, let's lower our backs to the ground, hugging and bending our knees. Maybe we want to do a massage by rocking our backs to the sides. And let's be gentle here, observing and paying attention to our spines. And let's slowly release our hands to the ground, bent elbows, bent knees, lowering to the ground to the right and our side to the left. Let's check the intensity here. Maybe we want to straighten our upper leg and place it on the ground above our back leg. But let's check that our both shoulders are on the ground. And let's have deep breaths in and out. Beautiful restorative twist. Feeling our arms on the ground, on the mat. Observing how we feel in this twist. With next inhalation, slowly lifting our knees up, gaze to the center. Exhale, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Let's choose our upper legs position. Let's close our eyes if it feels to. Both shoulders on the ground. Lots of space in our right side of the bodies. Lots of space in our hearts. And also cleansing and releasing with our breaths. We'll slowly come back to center and we'll have last pose before Savasana, happy baby. Let's lift our bent knees and with our peace fingers, let's grab our toes, drawing our knees besides our body towards the ground. And let's check here, maybe we want to grasp with our palms outer feet or maybe inner feet, choosing which position is best for us today. And let's be gentle here with our backs. And with these micro pulsations, let's move, guys. Let's inhale, observe how we feel. And exhale, let's check if we can move our knees a millimeter more towards the ground. Let's continue in our rhythms. Completely tuning in our body's feelings, sensations. And let's slowly release our bodies, lowering our legs and arms to the ground. Let's spread them to sides a little bit, choosing our comfortable position. Having deep breaths in and out. Feeling our body areas touching the ground. from the head to the heels. Feeling the ear touching our upper body areas from the face to the feet. If the thought comes in, let's observe it, and with next exhalation, let's release it, coming back to our breathe in and out. And to our body sensations. Our body areas touching the ground, and the ear touching our upper body areas. A little moment of here and now. And having a pause from our thoughts to our breaths and sensations. Let's slowly stretch our fingers and toes. And when feeling ready, let's shift to one side of the body. And then once we are feeling ready, let's slowly lift to a sitting position. One thing I would like you to do together with me, guys, let's place our palms on the heart and let's feel how do we feel at the moment, comparing with the beginning of the practice. And wishing you a beautiful rest of the day.